Hey there, humans. Look at my buggy awesomeness as I sit outside in my buddy Perry's backyard. I love it back here. I love the sun. I wish I could stay. Anyhow, don't mean to bum you guys out, shall we? I wanted to say Happy Random Saturday to you. My daddy made another video for Random Saturday this week, but then he finished the video and he got a notification. And the notification reminded him that this weekend is Mother's Day. That means it's Gamma Day for me. Yay! So, because it's Gamma Day this weekend, we're not going to post the video we originally posted. Instead, I have for you this video that Daddy recorded a while ago about Dominaria United, or something like that. It looked like a fun set. It had all kinds of funny characters. Lots of legendaries. We do have legendaries on this channel. Okay, humans. I'm getting kind of bored. I hope you guys have fun watching the video. Much love to you all from you. Take care. Bye.
Good afternoon, magic players and card collectors of all kinds. Welcome back to my channel. Just get the camera set. Thought we'd get some live footage of Kaiba for you. Make sure I get my camera plugged in. And we should be good for the rest of the video, hopefully. Hopefully this isn't sideways. It's counting sideways. I don't like that. See if that fixed it. Hopefully it fixes it. I got a special video for you guys today. Something that I've been sitting on for a little bit. I wanted to open it on a day when I'm feeling pretty crappy. Today feels like a good day to do it. I have a Dominaria United bundle box. I like the artwork on this thing. Look at the Liliana. I'm pretty sure it's Liliana. If I'm wrong, you guys can correct me in the chat, but I'm pretty sure that's who it's supposed to be. Anyways, I thought I'd open this bad boy up today, see what we get in the packs, check out the artwork and such, all that good stuff. Bundle box looks pretty sweet. I had one of these before, but Karma ruined it on me. It was a Jurassic Park one. So now I have a new one. Not as fond of this one as I was of the Jurassic Park. If I could ever get my hands on another one of those, I definitely would. But c'est la vie, c'est la vie. What I do like about this is you can store two decks into it. What I don't like about this is the weird way they've designed the lids. They're always so... Am I even putting it on wrong? Like, this is what I mean. Like, it's always so confusing how it's supposed to go. I think it's supposed to go like that. Hopefully that's right. It's definitely not for transporting decks around. I like the spin down. Spin down's pretty cool. It's got some nice colors to it. Hopefully that'll focus a little bit. There we go. Oh, maybe. No. Set that over there. These, I assume, are our land packs. And our promo will probably be in there. The promo for this set really doesn't interest me that much. Herd Migration is kind of a weird card. Just because, essentially, you have to be playing a 5-color deck, I think, for it to be worth it. And even then, you're only going to get 5 creatures, essentially. Other than that, it's a land search, which is nice. And you gain 3 life. But, yeah. So we'll check out these lands first. And then we'll dive into the packs. The holographic lands are probably going to be a little bit difficult to pick up on the camera, unfortunately. I like the swamp. That's a really nice swamp. Ooh, I like that mountain too. And the forest. We got some good ones. The plains are a little weird. Not so fond of the plains. That one's up. Actually kind of pretty. So these ones should probably be the exact same things, just not hollow. It's always nice to get extra lands for when you want to build. Yeah, it looks like the same. Why is there only 3 islands there? There must be another island at the back. Yeah, okay. There we go. Yeah, these are much nicer because they don't have the bend in them first off, and second off, you can see the art a lot nicer from the lack of hollow. That's the mountain I was talking about. I really like that one. I think that's my favorite land in this pack. Pretty nice, pretty nice. We'll put those over to the side. And we got ourselves 8 packs to go through, so it's going to be a bit of a long one for you guys. Strap yourselves in. We'll see how far we get. If my dad comes home, maybe we'll make this into a 2-parter. Alright, we got a nice art card to start us off. Okay. Hollow Plains. Shadow Prophecy. Look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of basic lands you control. Put 2 of them into your hand, put the rest into your graveyard. And then you lose 2 life. As an additional cost to cast this, sacrifice a creature, destroy target creature. Kicker, gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature, gains haste until end of turn. If this well is kicked, sacrifice that creature at the beginning of the next end step. Nice. Extinguish the light, destroy target creature or planeswalker. If its mana value is 3 or less, you gain 3 life. Relic of Legends, add 1 mana of any color. Tap and untap a legendary creature you control, add 1 mana of any color. Nice. Ooh, first legendary. Wrath Weatherlight Steward. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may tap 2 untapped creatures you control. If you do, draw a card. Creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain vigilance until end of turn for 5. Nice. Braid's Frightful Return. You may sacrifice a creature. If you do, each opponent discards a card. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Target opponent may sacrifice a non-land, non-token permanent. If they don't, they lose 2 life and you draw a card. Not the best, but... Ooh! I have 1 of him and I've always hoped to get another one. That's nice. He's an awesome pull. Whenever this thing attacks, you look at the top card of your library. If it's a land, you can put it onto the battlefield tapped. If it didn't do that, you get a red goblin creature token. Aaron Bernelia's Ruin. Okay, so this set is where I pulled a whole bunch of stuff from La Boutique de Fans before. Shout out on those guys. I missed those guys. This product here came from did I get this at Dark Fox or did I get this at Paradox? Either way, both stores are great in Hamilton. Oop, skipping ahead by accident. We pulled another herd migration. Look at that. Yami Vaya Steel Crusher is our hollow in list, and then you can sacrifice this to destroy a target artifact. Nice. And we got a Phyrexian token. Cool. Solid first pack. Couple legendaries in there, always nice. Maybe what we'll do is we'll keep everything together, because I'm not going to keep the packs separate. But we'll keep all the legendaries on the side here. See how many legendaries we pull in this thing. It's supposed to be quite a few, so... And we'll see if we pull anything really good. Pack number 2. Beautiful artwork again. Always nice to see the artwork in these sets. Got ourselves a regular forest. Gibbering Barricade. Defender, sacrifice a creature, you gain 1 life and you draw a card. Nice. Floriferous Vine Wall, Defender, Plant Wall. Whenever it enters the battlefield, look at the top 6 cards of your library and reveal a land card from among them, put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom in a random order. I mean, it's not bad. Gets you an extra land. Clockwork Drawbridge. Actually, that is pretty good. Gets you an extra land. You have a 0-2 Defender, and if you have the right card to beef plants up in your deck, that works out not too bad, actually. 2 and a white to tap target creature if you tap this wall. Getting a lot of walls in this pack. Okay, this is the pack of walls, apparently. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card, but you can only do it once per turn. Okay. Tail Swipe, choose target creature you control and target creature you don't control. If you cast a spell during your main phase, that creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn, then those creatures fight each other. Linebreaker Baloth. Enlist. What is Enlist? As this creature attacks, you may tap a non-attacking creature you control without summoning Sickness. When you do, add its power. Okay. This thing can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Nice. Yummy Via Iconoclast. Elf. Kicker red. Trample. 3/2. When it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, it gets +1/+1 and gains haste until end of turn. Nice. That's pretty nice. Ooh. Torre de Avenant, Fury Rider. Vigilance Trample 3/3. When it attacks all other attacking creatures you control, get +1/+1 until end of turn. Other red attacking creatures you control gain trample until end of turn. Untap all the white. Oh, I have a copy of this before. But this is really cool. I like the artwork on this one. Nice. Ooh, Queen Alanel of Ruodak. Elf Noble. Her power and toughness are equal to the number of creatures you control. Nice. I like that. If one or more creature tokens would be created under your control, those tokens plus a 1/1. Nice! Oh, that's an awesome card. I like that very much. Drag to the bottom. Each creature gets -X until end of turn, where X is 1 plus the number of basic land types among lands you control. Ooh! Shiny Tura Kenru Sky Knight. Human Knight. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 1/1 white creature soldier token. I like the artwork on that one. Sorry, it's... There we go. And a Burning Inquiry. Each player draws 3 cards and discards 3 cards at random. Huh. It's an old card, I'm assuming. Very interesting card, though. So another pack where we pull 3 legendaries. The legendary count is up to 6 for this one. 2 packs. I don't want to jinx it, but this is going pretty good. Knock on some wood. Pack number 3. Looks like we're getting a token at the back. Got some artwork on the front. Ooh, look at the island. That's pretty. In the Thrall to the Pit, we've gotten that before. It's a really good one, though. I like that. Extinguish the Light, another good one. Broken Wings is a classic. Battlefly Swarm, Phyrexian Insect. Gains Death Touch until end of turn. Nice. I like that. Writhing Necromass costs 1 less to cast for each creature in your graveyard. It has Death Touch. I like the artwork on it. We sent 3 of our best legions. You're telling me no one came back? Ooh, that's scary. First legendary of the pack, Rulik Mons, Warren Chief. We already pulled him in the other artwork, but I'm glad to see we got another one. This is excellent. I'm enjoying the pulls so far in this, for sure. We got ourselves a Goblin Druid. We'll just put that one down there. Enters the battlefield. If it was kicked, search your library for a land card, a basic land type, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Pay a red, sacrifice a land, draw a card. Yeah, I'm not so sure I like that. Hurler Cyclops. Sacrifice another creature. This deals 1 damage to any target. Tatayova, Steward of the Tides. Merfolk Druid. Land creatures you control have flying. Okay. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, if you control 7 or more lands, up to 1 target land you control becomes a 3/3 elemental creature with haste. It's still a land. I presume it remains that way, because it doesn't say until end of turn. So that's a pretty solid card. Ooh, Chivalry. Nice. A Yamivaya Icon class in Hollow. And a Soldier token. I'm going to go quickly through this and put the lands and the tokens to the side. Just because it's going to be easier for me later when I go to pick all this stuff back up. There we go. Alright. I think that one only had 2 legendaries, that one. But good legendaries for sure. In the chat, let me know, which art do you like better? Do you like the classic art, or do you like the stained glass art? Like, for example, Rulik Mons, we've got 1 of each now. Which one do you think's better? Let me know in the chat. Alright, pack 4. We got ourselves another beautiful artwork card. Got an island. Hammerhand is a solid enchantment. Aggressive Sabotage. Target player discards 2 cards. If the spell was kicked, it deals 3 damage to that player. Shit. That's a painful card. Thrill of Possibility. As an additional card to cast, cost to cast this spell, discard a card, draw 2 cards. Splatter Goblin. When it dies, target creature an opponent controls gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Territorial Marrow. Its power and toughness are each equal to twice the number of basic land types among lands you control. So it can become a 10/10 if you play it in a 5-color deck. Which is pretty good. Did it have reach? No, just the domain. Joda's Codex is a solid card. If you have a 5-color deck, you're basically tapping it for free. Ooh. That's a new one for me. Bortuk Bone Rattle. Troll Shaman 4/4. When it enters a battlefield, if you cast it this turn. When it enters the battlefield, if you cast it, choose target creature card in your graveyard. Return that card to the battlefield if its mana value is less than or equal to the number of basic land types among lands you control. Otherwise, put it into your hand. Giora, Ageless Innovator. Another legendary. Tap, put 2 Ingenuity counters on this thing. Then you may put an artifact card with mana value X or less from your hand onto the battlefield, where X is the number of Ingenuity counters on her. Cool. Squee, Dubious Monarch. Nice. Haste, whenever it attacks, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token that's tapped and attacking. You may cast Squee the Monarch from your graveyard by paying 3 and a red and exiling 4 other cards from your graveyard rather than paying its mana cost. Cool. I like that. Flufferous Vinewall. And a Stang Twin. Token legendary creature, human warrior. Never heard of that, but that is pretty cool. We made up for it in that pack. I think we got 3 for sure there, yeah. Nice. Doing good on legendaries. 4 packs to go. Ooh, we just got that card. Now we got the nice artwork to go for it, too. Island. Meteorite. Enters the battlefield. It deals 2 damage to any target. Add 1 mana of any color. For 5, that's not super great, but... Target creature gets -1/-0 until end of turn. If the spell was kicked, that creature blocks its turn if able, and then you draw a card. Automatic Librarian. When it enters the battlefield, scry 2. Can't complain with that. Tolarian Terror. I've seen that card before. It's nice. Idyllic Beachfront. Enters the battlefield tapped. It counts as a plains and an island. Perfect. That's one of those ones that's easy to fetch. Monstrous Warleech. Kicker Blue. Enters the battlefield if it was kicked to mill 4 cards. This thing's power and toughness are each equal to the highest mana value among cards in your graveyard. Hero's Heirloom. Gets +2/+1 as long as it's equipped to a legendary creature. It has trample and haste. Nice. That's a solid card. Joint Exploration. Scry 2, then draw a card. If the spell was kicked, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Nice. Ooh, Balmor Battlemage Captain. I like this artwork. I have one of these in one of my other decks, but this is really cool artwork. Shieldred! We pulled the frickin' Master card! This is the one that everybody wants in this set, if I remember correctly. Death Touch, whenever you draw a card, you gain 2 life. Whenever an opponent draws a card, they lose 2 life. I'm pretty sure this is the big money card. So that's awesome. And we got a Jez Fiery Negotiator for our Planeswalker. It's legendary and it's hollow. Create a 1/1 red monk creature token with prowess. -1, exile the top 2 cards of your library. Choose one of them. You may play that card this turn. Choose target creature an opponent controls. Whenever you attack this turn, this thing deals damage equal to the number of attacking creatures to that creature for -2. And if you get this thing to -8, you get an emblem with whenever you cast a red instant or sorcery, copy it twice. Jesus! Pardon me if you're a religious person, but that is insane. Wow. That was one hell of a pack. And a Sand Warrior token. The last few cards in that pack were great. First off, the Battle Mage, I love that. That's an awesome card for but that's the big money card if I remember correctly, like I say. I'm pretty stoked to have pulled that. Alright. 3 packs to go. I don't know if we're going to be able to top that last pack. A hollow Planeswalker is really rare for me to pull too. Okay, we've got a really cool artwork card. Swamp. Molten Tributary, another beautiful searchable land. Clockwork Drawbridge again. Academy Wall. Another Molten Tributary. That's crazy, but okay, I'll take it. Queen Elena of the Rudelock. Another one that we got earlier with the stained glass art, so we can compare those two later too. The Weatherseed Tree. Search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and shuffle. Create a 1/1 green sapperling creature token. Domain. Target creature you control gets +X/+X and gains trample until end of turn, where X is the number of basic land types among lands you control. Shoot. And you can read ahead if you want. But then you get rid of the enchantment that much faster, which kind of sucks. When this enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. Ooh, an Spawn of Turg. I have one of these in Hollow, but it's always cool to pull a second one. He's a fun one. Rona, Shieldred's Faithful. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, each opponent loses 1 life. Solid. You may cast this thing from your graveyard by discarding 2 cards in addition to paying its other costs. Very solid. Ooh, Plaza of Heroes. Add 1 colorless, add 1 mana of any color, spend less mana to cast a legendary spell. Add 1 mana of any color among legendary permanents you control. Or you can pay 3, exile this thing, target legendary creature gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Jeez. That's one hell of a land. Urza assembles the Titans. Scry 4, then you may reveal the top card from your library. If a Planeswalker card is revealed this way, put it into your hand. You may put a Planeswalker card with mana value 6 or less from your hand onto the battlefield. You may activate loyalty abilities of Planeswalkers you control twice this turn rather than only once. Wow, that's really cool. Ooh, and an Orim's Chant. Kicker white. Target player can't play spells this turn. If you paid the kicker cost, creatures can't attack this turn. Wow! Wow! That is freaking amazing! I bet that's a freaking well sought after card too. We have pulled some really cool stuff in this box opening. I am really, really feeling a lot better now. Might even try to get a game in before I go to sleep. I do have to work tomorrow, though. Turn target creature from your graveyard to your hand. You gain 2 life. If the spell is kicked, return another target from your... Nice. That's pretty good. That's actually really good. Both those are actually really good. I kind of sped through the first one without even really reading it. That's insane. And we got a Swamp Forest, which is always nice. We got a Troll Shaman. We got the Bone Rattler. Beautiful. Pilfer. Urg, spawn a Turg. Now we've got him in the regular version too. We're just raking in the legendaries this set. We're going to have a lot of stuff that we can build decks around. Garna, the Bloodfist of Keld. I have one of him already. He's really good, though. Leyline Binding. Flash. Domain. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each basic land. When it enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent opponent controls until this thing leaves the battlefield. Llanowar Stalker. Another creature enters the battlefield under your control. It gets +1/+0 until... Okay. And a minigame card. I really despise the minigame cards. I find them a waste. I'm sure they're fun if you have like a lot of people who want to do that kind of stuff, but I just don't know anybody who wants to do that with me. Last pack. Get through this and we'll call it a day. Got a token on the back for sure, which is nice to know. We're not pulling any more crazy things from the list. Beautiful artwork. Ooh, I like the forest. Stained glass artwork forest. Come on, focus. There we go. Ooh. Idyllic beachfront. I will take you. Pixie Illusionist. Kicker 3 and a green. If it was kicked, it enters battlefield with 2/1/1 counters on it. Target land you control becomes basic land type of your choice until end of turn. That's neat. I like that. It's good for land fixing. Griffin Protector. Flying. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield on your control, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Solid. Cut down. Destroy target creature with total power or toughness 5 or less. For 1, that's really good. Balduvian Atrocity. Kicker red. Menace. When this enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, return target card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste, sacrifice it at the beginning of your next end step. That's funny. Phyrexian Missionary. Kicker. Lifelink. When it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Solid. Tura. We have a couple of those. I think they're decent enough. Oh, we already pulled him earlier. He's just we got the other artwork now. Baird, our Grivian Recruiter. The end step, if you control a creature with power greater than its base power, create a 1/1 white creature soldier token. Ooh, Ellis Core, Sadistic Pilgrim. I only have one of him, and he's actually a really solid pull. Pardon me. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. Whenever another creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life, and it has Death Touch. It's a really good legendary. Urza, Assemble the Titans. We pulled that earlier. It's a good one. Fires of Victory. Kicker 2 when blue. If this spell was kicked, draw a card. Fires deals damage to target creature or planeswalker equal to the number of cards in your hand. Ooh. Oh, it's not even a... It's just a freaking ad card. That's even worse. I thought it was going to be a token. Just with an ad on the back. Oh well. Anyways, we pulled a ton of legendaries. Let's go through this and just see how many we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 legendaries, plenty of duplicates, don't get me wrong. But like I was saying earlier, I'm really curious to know what you think about the different artworks. I'm just gonna grab the ones that I know we got doubles for today, because I'm really curious what you guys think. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. Yeah. Alright, so super quick before we go. Comparisons. First one. Second one. Third one. Fourth one. And the last one. You tell me which artwork you prefer, stained glass or the classic Magic artwork. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. I'm going to reply in the comments when I get comments back. So we'll see if we can get some sort of conversation going. Anyways, that's it for me from this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Much love to you all. From me to you, take care. And bye!